What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and to the channel. I have my E90 320i behind me here, and for this video I just kind of wanted to discuss a few things regarding the car here. One thing is for the exhaust. I did make a change, and then I just want to discuss like the overall just like status of the car in terms of what I'm gonna do to it, the plans for it, and just stuff like that. Since I haven't really been doing many videos on the E90, I've been focusing on the F30 because that's the car that still needs a lot of stuff. I've already pretty much finished modding the 320i right here. So yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about here was the exhaust, since I did make a change. So if you have been following the channel and the build sort of, about a month or two ago I did a dual exhaust conversion on the car after it just was a single exit like it is from factory. And as you guys can see, it looks awesome. It still looks like perfect, way better than the single exit. However, when I did that, there was one downside. It did make the drone in the car a lot louder. It is just super loud inside the car when I reach around 2,000, 2,500 RPMs, which I am around that RPM range quite frequently when I'm on the freeway or just city driving. Like, I go through that RPM range pretty frequently, and it is just super loud and it's become kind of uncomfortable to drive the car. So like I mentioned in that video, by the way, if you do want to check out that video where I do the dual exhaust conversion, I will link it down below. But as I mentioned in that video, I was thinking about putting the resonator back on because, like I said, it was too loud. Right after I did the conversion and I drove out of the shop, I instantly noticed that it was a lot louder. So I went ahead and I did put the resonator back on the car. So essentially the car just has a muffler delete with the dual exhaust conversion. So the sound clips you guys heard at the beginning of the video were of how the car currently sounds right now with the resonator back on, and it just only has a muffler delete with the dual exhaust conversion. And it did make it quieter, but the drone is still there around 2,000, 2,500 RPMs. It's still kind of loud for me. I was kind of disappointed because I really was hoping that it would just be more comfortable and I could just keep the dual exhaust conversion, since it looks 10 times better than single exit. But at this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to take much more of it because the car is just really not really comfortable and fun to drive anymore because it's just so loud. So I've been debating I may actually just scrap the dual exhaust setup because as good as it looks, it's just too loud, and I want to be comfortable driving the car. I'd rather have comfortability than looks. I do want to drive this car more often, but I haven't really been driving it because of that and because I've been focusing on the F30. So I may actually just scrap this, and I may put an axle back exhaust, go back to the single exit and put an axle back exhaust on the car so that it'll eliminate all the drone but still have a nice rumble, still be kind of loud, still sound a little bit sporty, but just be quieter with no drone. So I switched the angle here so you guys can actually just look at the car and not me with the car in the background. So yeah, like I said, I think I might just end up going back to single exit and putting an axle back exhaust. Now I know I said that I thought it was kind of pointless in one of my previous videos to get an axle back exhaust if you want to make your BMW 320i louder, because you can just get a muffler delete or a resonator delete also for a couple $100 and still achieve the same sound as if you were to get an axle back exhaust, which is like $600+ depending on which one you get. But since I have never done that, I just want to try it, and I feel like it'll be more comfortable, less drone if I get an axle back exhaust. So I think that's where I haven't concluded that's what I'm gonna do, but that's where I'm headed. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with the exhaust setup. Yeah, unfortunately, this setup, the dual exhaust setup, is just too loud for me. If you are thinking about doing the dual exhaust conversion also, just keep that in mind that it may get really loud and the drone may increase quite a bit after doing it. I don't know if it will be the same on all N52s, all 320i's out there. But for mine, that is what happened. I'm assuming just the way the piping is, it just is bouncing the sound waves in a different way than when it was just the single exit with just a single pipe. But yeah, it severely increased the drone inside the car. It is just really disappointing that I can't keep this setup because it just looks so good, so much better than the single exit. I still have my single exit diffuser with the M Performance design here on this one. So that is why I kept it, because I was thinking about possibly going back. So that is why you should always, you know, keep your old parts, because you never know if you might change your mind, like me, and you could go back to what it was. Alright, so let me try and show you guys, or I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick it up, but I'll go for a drive and kind of show you guys just how loud it is. Maybe if you have headphones on, you could probably hear it better. But I'm gonna try and show you guys what it sounds like in the car. So I'm turn on the car here. If you guys can hear that, I don't know if the camera could pick that up, but whenever I accelerate, it pretty much goes up to around 2,000, 2,500 RPMs, and then that's when it shifts. But it's holding at that like RPM range for like a second or two, and it's just like super loud. Hopefully, I don't know, the camera could pick that up. Maybe if you wear headphones, you could hear it better, so I suggest doing that. But I'll accelerate here after this light turns green. Yeah guys, like it's just vibrating like the entire car, and it's just too loud. Talk. That's how loud it is. Well, I'm in manual sport mode now, and I shifted up to 4th gear. Once like I'm past like 2,500 RPMs, like it starts to go away, like the drone starts to just die down, and it's not as loud. But it's rare that I'm like hovering above 2,500 RPMs, like no matter where I'm driving. Like on the highway, I usually drive around 70 miles an hour, and the RPMs are hovering at around 2,500 RPMs. And it's just like drone, like loud drone the entire way on the freeway, and it's just kind of unbearable. I'll try to go on the freeway here so I'm gonna show you guys. Past 2,500 RPMs, it's not really loud anymore. But if I'm hovering at like 70, which is where I usually, the speed I drive at, it is right at 2,500 RPM, so it's just blaring the entire way. Right now I'm at 70 miles an hour. And I just have to like sit in this until I'm done with the freeway and I get off on the street. Alright guys, I'm back here in my driveway. So yeah, hopefully you guys could hear how loud this thing sounds inside the car when I'm just casually driving and on the highway, and just it is too loud for me. So that is why I might just scrap the dual exhaust conversion and just put a single exit axle back exhaust in place, because I want this thing to be more comfortable now that I'm not really focused on it in terms of mods, since I've already done everything, as you guys can see. Still happy with how this thing looks. It looks awesome. Like, it just looks so clean with this color, the headlights, the wheels, just everything. I'm so happy with how this car looks, but that is the only thing that is bothering me. Alright, so that pretty much concludes that issue that I wanted to talk about with you guys and update you guys on. So I also just wanted to update you guys on just the status of the car. I know a lot of you guys subscribe to see more videos on the E90, the 320i, but there just really isn't that much to do since I have done everything in terms of mods. The only videos I could really do are like maintenance videos that come up, if something like breaks or something, there's a leak or something. I can do that. I can also do like, informational videos and just kind of talk about the car and stuff like that. But as far as mods, I don't really have much left that I want to do to the car, if there's anything at all. There's stuff I could do, obviously, but this is how I like to mod my car. I don't like to be extra and do like a bunch of things to the point where it looks weird. I just like to keep it clean and simple, but also unique. Nothing too extra. How it is right now is pretty much perfect in terms of the stuff that I like to do to my car. So the F30 is going to turn out just like this, just nice and clean, simple, but unique. I'll probably do another video on a new front lip because the front lip I have on the car is kind of damaged. If I can show you guys here. So some of you guys might have noticed there's one right there where I like hit kind of a hard dip and it just cracked. And then in the middle right here I like bumped into a curb that was at the back of a parking spot. I was pulling into front ways. This is why I always back in now, because of stuff like this where I like damaged it. I tried my best to like cover it up, and so I just like painted it black, but obviously it's not the same shade as the original black color that came on the lip. But I'm probably gonna look for another lip so that it just looks cleaner. I don't really like how it looks with the cracked, damaged look. I also may get new wheels. I am thinking about getting new wheels for the car since I've had these for like 2 years now. I just kind of want something different. So that may be happening. Let's see what else here. There's really nothing major. I may get a new spoiler because the carbon fiber spoiler on the car is starting to kind of fade. As you can see, it's not really glossy anymore like it was when I first got it. Just probably because it's been sitting in the sun for the past 2 years on and off. This is normal. This is what happens over time when stuff sits in the sun, so I get it. But I may get a new spoiler with a different design. Maybe I'll do one like I have on my F30 over there, the CS style look. I do like that look. Or I may just get another like one just like this. But yeah, guys, there's really not much left. If you guys have any, suggestions on like mods I could do, feel free to, drop them down. Anything you want to see. I may tint the taillights. Someone mentioned that in one of my recent videos, so I may try that out since I've never done that before. But yeah, feel free to drop any mod ideas, anything you guys would like to see, and I'll consider it. If I don't like it, obviously I won't do it. But I do want to provide more content for you guys on the E90 here. But there's just, my options are limited in terms of what I could do. So from here on out, like, it'll still be majority F30 videos, but I will have, E90 320i videos thrown in there like it has been since I got the F30. I'm also trying to get this car on the dyno so I can give you guys some actual horsepower numbers. All the times you've been asking how much horsepower this car is pushing, I've just been giving you estimates based off like other people's numbers that they got with similar performance mods on their 320i with the N52. But I actually want to get you guys like actual numbers from a dyno, so I'm hoping to do that soon here within the next month or two. Get this thing on the dyno, and I will definitely make a video on that. So that is it, guys. That is just pretty much an update on the state of my 320i here that I know a lot of you guys want to see more of. But like I said, it's just pretty much complete already. It looks perfect already as it is. There's not much to do. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, any mod suggestions, anything you guys want to see, feel free to drop those down in the comment section and I will consider it. Or I won't do all of them, obviously, since I am picky with my mods and videos that I do on the car. But I'm open to suggestions if you guys have any. So that's gonna do it, guys. That is gonna wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys found some level of enjoyment in this video. This is more of like an updated video, not really anything, you know, of value. I guess in terms of the exhaust, the dual exhaust, the issue I was having once I did that, it being too loud. But give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, valuable, enjoyable, anything. And subscribe if you're new here for more videos like this. If you want to see more of the 328i, and also of my F30 right here that I'm doing a lot of stuff to. But otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next video.